Alright, y'all. We did not go to Longwood. I was going to, but Munchkin forgot, and I got caught up in a couple other things, and yeah, we're gonna do it next Sunday instead. Plus, it's really freaking humid. So, not pleasant. And I literally just got in the car and it's hot, but it actually kind of feels good to me right now. Because the basement is freezing, I cannot feel my toes. I literally cannot feel my toes. But I'm going to pick up food from a place that we used to get food from back home, and it's like a little over 20 minutes away, so figure, you know what, I'll just do a driving vlog, because I really don't feel like listening to the damn radio. So yeah, pretty much, I did a few more tie-dye, because I was like, shoot, what do I do? Well, I ended up streaming, raiding out to a friend it was their affiliate anniversary on Twitch. And then a little bit after that, she raided out to somebody else that I didn't know. And at first, I was just like, usually my instinct when someone raids, it's kind of like, alright, I'm gonna dip and not interact and do something else. But something told me to interact with this streamer that I didn't know. And turns out she and I have a lot in common. Horror, Pokemon, all kinds of stuff. So it's like, sweet. And I joined her Discord, and yeah. And she's actually only an hour behind me. So, because I'm East Coast. So I guess that would be mountain time or whatever. So yeah. Can't fucking drive through this parking lot. And it doesn't help that Walmart's got all this fucking storage bins. And I know why. And now I kind of figure, because one of my biggest pet peeves is driving across the front of the parking lot and having to stop for pedestrians. I hate it. So with this parking lot, because I come in through the back way, I usually drive straight through and across the back of the parking lot and then come up where I can get into a parking spot and not have to drive across the front. But because they blocked it off with this fucking barrier and more storage bins, I have to loop and partially go in the front of the fucking thing so that I could go along the back. So it's almost like a waste of even doing it, but well, because of the direction that I'm going, I'm not gonna go park because I'm not getting anything here. But yeah, like, it's really fucking annoying. And I know why, and I'm pretty sure I figured out now why they have that whole thing and have it blocked off there, because there are storage bins. They're in the middle of a remodel. Because if y'all have ever been in a Walmart, they have those, the big signs that hang over the areas that, like, have cheese on it, the milk, the pet stuff, like, they have all the different signs. They've all been taken down, and I was like, it looks really bare without. And I was talking to a guy at work whose wife is like a store lead here. She had to transfer. And he said that they're getting ready to go through a remodel. I'm like, oh, that's why all the signs are gone. He's like, yeah, they're getting all new ones, and we're eventually going to get new ones too. And I'm like, all right, cool. So now it makes sense why they have those bins and have that all blocked off. It's probably all the stuff for their new, their remodel. So, yeah. It's really annoying to have to fucking do that, but it is what it is. And I think this girl next to me does not fucking know what she's doing. But anyway, I made friends in this community. She was playing horror games. She was playing, I forget which one. One of the zombie games. Like, I know, one of the Resident... She was playing one of the Resident Evil games. So, I was just hanging out, chatting with her, chatting with chat. So she loves horror stuff, so that's cool. She's like, what was your favorite horror game that you played? And I'm just like, I haven't played a horror game in years. The last one I played was Five Nights at Freddy's. And I've played it on mobile and the PC. I have up through Sister Location, but that's it. I've never played all of them. I've tried to and struggled and then gave up. I don't really... And I explained to her, like, I don't really... I said I'm literally just coming off of vacation. And I was streaming just about every day because I don't really get time to because of work and life and whatever. I streamed literally almost every day this vacation except for one, I think. But, and she's also a cat person, so that makes it even better. Like, and she's actually getting adopting a couple cats coming up soon. Now, as far as I know, she already has pictures, but she's like, I'm doing a stream reveal of them. I'm like, that's a good idea. She's like, the only clue I'll give you is a brother and a sister. And that's it. Like, not sharing any pictures or anything of it. So, that's gonna be really fun to see. And I told her, I was like, well, I have phasmophobia because I have a friend that gifted it to me, but my times are freaking weird because I'm an early person. Like, I'm very, very early morning person. And it's because of my job. Like, if I didn't have this job, I would definitely readjust my schedule. I would try to readjust it for streaming, but even then it would be hard. But it's like, I literally have never played it. I have it, but I've literally never played it because I really don't want anybody to play it with. Now, I'm pretty sure you can play it solo. And I'm almost wondering, like, what if I jumped in and just started playing it by myself to figure it out? Would people actually show up and want to play? The only thing is, if it's somebody I don't know, they're not getting it. Just like with Minecraft anymore. Any new people? Nope. Nope. After what happened the one time, yeah, fuck that. Because I would just be like, sorry, unless you're a friend, no. And I don't know what I'm doing. Literally, to be honest, I don't know what I'm doing. No freaking clue. I would like to play with people, though. But I did have a few friends show up to stream today, and it got into some deep conversations about things that I don't normally like to talk about. However, as long as they're not being hateful. Fuck, just dropped my drink. Nice. As long as they're not being hateful. Like, I'll have a conversation. And they're a little on the frustrated side, so I get it. Because technically they're an adult and their parents are trying to, like, push stuff on them, and they really don't want to do it. But I get it because they're still living with their parents. Like, it's really hard to live on your own. It's really hard to get a job nowadays. Which is why, like, it pisses me off to no end when people tell me to switch jobs. Like, bruh, you know how fucking hard it is? And you know that nobody's gonna ever pay me what I'm making now at Walmart. Like, no. I was never given a sign that I should switch to anything else. Never given the motivation to switch to anything else. Just never. There's a reason I'm where I am. Yeah, it sucks ass sometimes, but I'll be honest, the friends that I've made, like, why would I want to switch and meet new people that may be assholes compared to the friends that I have there? And even an old friend of mine that used to work there, she'll come in and visit every once in a while, and she's like, yeah, the people that you work with are human and treat you like human, whereas pretty much everywhere else you're treated like garbage. Nobody gives a shit. It's drama. It's hate. It's bullshit. You're not talked to like a person. And here at Walmart, they do. Now, I can't speak for every store, because as I was saying, like, every Walmart's different. And like I also said to my friend, whose parents, you know, try to push him to get a job and all that, but it's like, it's hard. I told him, I was like, well, if you live near a Walmart, sometimes they can be fucking drama and bullshit, and you don't want to be part of that. You really just don't. It's honestly not worth it, and it makes the work environment hell. Like, the job is already hell, but having fellow associates who just live on that negative line of drama and that kind of shit, just like, no, you don't want that. You really don't freaking want that. And the only reason I know that some stores are like that is because I'm part of a couple Walmart Facebook groups, and I've seen some posts. And this is why I'm not even active in those groups anymore, because it's just like, you see that stuff and you're like, damn, I'm glad my Walmart's not like that. Literally is my reaction. Like, I am so glad my store is not like that at all. It sucks. And it sucks for the people who are innocent and have to be in the middle of that shit. It's like, it ain't high school no more. It's the real fucking world. Grow the fuck up. But unfortunately, some people carry the high school bullshit with them, and it's stupid. It's very immature. So yeah, like, it's hard finding a job where you're appreciated, and like, I guess I could say for the most part I feel like I am, because it's like, it's not like I get vacations denied or anything, because I don't. Like, they pretty much always get approved. And I also try not to schedule them, like, too close to major holidays. Like, this one I literally scheduled right after 4th of July, because I also knew that, like, usually after a holiday, it's like dead. And it probably was. Like, I even drove by there Tuesday when I went to pick him up from work. And there was maybe 1-2 cars parked in the spot waiting for orders to come out. And we have, I don't know how many spots we have. We have quite a few spots, like 5 to 7 spots, and there was only like 2 people. So yeah, it like Tuesdays are already normally are dead, but lately they've kind of switched, and Mondays have been more dead, and Tuesdays were more busy. So after the holiday, though, I would guess, like a holiday weekend like the 4th, I would guess that it's probably dead for several days in a row at least. So, I mean, I'll at least ask whoever's there tomorrow. But I know the next vacation I take will be, and I didn't even really get to do any cleaning stuff. I really wasn't even motivated to. I'm just like, I just want to relax. And it was nice having a week where my carpal tunnel wasn't acting up, my plantar fasciitis in my heels weren't acting up. I didn't get a headache, because I get one almost every week when I'm at work. But on vacation, no, like, never get headaches. It's always that way. So, yeah, back to the shit show. But the weird thing is, like, I actually had a dream about being back at work and just having normal, fun conversations with my coworkers. And I'm like, well, when I woke up, I was like, well, at least it wasn't a bad dream. It's like, I guess it's just my brain saying, hey, I miss your work buddies, can we go back soon? Like, we are, unfortunately. Like, I'd rather just keep streaming and be consistent, but unfortunately, like, that's not possible. I am, however, gonna try to, like I said this morning, do more just chatting stuff. So that will be on Wednesdays. I need to come up with more topics. Poetry will definitely be a topic. We can make a topic on dinosaurs. We can talk movies, like specific genre of movies, like comedies. Hell yeah, like, I'd rather just have a topic to start it on, and then if it, like I said, if it takes a rabbit trail, then fine, it takes a rabbit trail. I'm cool with that. Because I have plenty of streamer friends that chat also while they're, you know, gaming, and a lot of times our conversations in chat just take rabbit trails. And they admit, you know, this is a habit, they go on rabbit trails, and I'm like, I'm literally in the same boat. I do the same thing. You can start talking about one thing, and then it's kind of spawns further, because the Pokemon just chatting stream that I did, I shared my fat Pikachu plushie that I have, which I don't know if it'd be really worth anything now, because they cut the tags, or cut off it. But I'm like, I don't care, I'm not gonna give it away anyway. And then the new friend that I made that came into my chat said, or asked if I had any other, like, old nostalgic toys. So I was like sharing them, and it was like, and then, or like, do you have your first plushie? And I'm like, yeah, I actually do have my first plushie right here. So I was like, I was sharing a couple of those. A couple of them I tried to look up on eBay, but like, one of the ones, there's like a bunch of ones like him, like Wrinkles the dog. There's a bunch of Wrinkles dogs, but not mine. Which is interesting. Not seen a copy of mine anywhere, and I'm still kind of pissed that I lost his bone at one point. But yeah. looked up Wrinkles, looked up Popples, because that person didn't really remember them. They remember was it Snorkels? Or Snorks? Or something like that. I think it was Snorks. I don't know, they had like a weird... I think it was Snorks. I do vaguely remember those. I remember the cartoon. Wrinkles, the funny thing with Wrinkles, like, it sort of reminds you of the Pound Puppy cartoon that used to be on I think it was Disney. Because I know Fluffy Dogs were Disney. I think Pound Puppies were too. Not 100% sure. But it's funny because the Pound Puppy cartoon, they were basically anthropomorphic. And the plushes were complete opposite. They just looked like normal, but... Actually, no. They looked more a cross between those, but they were shaped more like a pillow pet. Where the legs just stuck out the sides, but they were given a lot more detail. But yeah, they were both a little bit more like the modern pillow pets. If anybody remembers those. I remember getting a kid one of the fucking glow ones. Or the glow light ones. Had like stars or something on it. I think we ended up getting rid of it because it got like dirty. And then didn't work anymore. I think batteries may have gotten corroded in it too at some point because, you know, if you leave them in there, that happens. That's why it's like, you gotta remember, you know, if you're not gonna play with it anymore, take the batteries out. Otherwise, you may have fucked it. You may have ruined it. But yeah, it's just our conversation, nostalgic toys. I was looking through eBay. We were looking through eBay, and I was showing him some stuff. I forgot to mention the Dino Roars, because that was another one, but there's just so many nostalgic toys from the 80s and 90s. I did show the Jibber Jabber, and say that I got my dad one so he could be goofy with it. Like, kind of one of those things when you get older and you think to yourself, why the fuck did I give my old toys away? Why did I ever get rid of them? Now I miss them. And then it's like you're hunting on eBay and you gotta spend a fortune just to get them back. Which really sucks, but... That's why I'm gonna give y'all advice to give your children. Do not get rid of their toys. If it's something that was a favorite of theirs, don't get rid of it. Keep it. Because years later, they might want it just as a collector's thing, especially if it's something not made anymore. It's like my daughter has Littlest Pet Shops, and most of her original ones were given to her by her aunt, which is my boyfriend's one sister. And I said, don't worry, we will never ever give those away. And at least they're small, so they don't really take up a lot of room. Some plushies and stuff though, yeah, because they're not really that important. Anyway, have a good rest of your Sunday evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow.